Hello? Hello, hello. Hopefully my audio is all good and everything. But anyways, welcome. Welcome. And if I sound sluggish, it's because I did not get enough sleep. So I'll probably sound even more worse than usual. Or sluggish more than usual. But anyways, welcome. Oh my god, is there another bot in our chat? But anyways, welcome. Welcome y'alls. Today we're just gonna be chilling, honestly. I don't wanna... There's not gonna be any sort of animation or illustrating sort of thing, or our usual thing that we do here. It's more like me just practicing or refreshing some of my on how I approach or draw anatomy. I'm gonna be specific to what part of the body though. I wanted to focus on drawing the torso and probably talk more about it as I go with it, because I think the torso is one of the busiest part of the body to draw, because there are just so many muscles that is just going on to the torso, and it's the torso. It's pretty much a significant portion of the body, so yeah, it's more like a practicing kind of study with me that we're just gonna be doing today. So it's kind of like a rough sketch or whatever, but at the same time not too rough. It's more like us refreshing on how we draw this stuff. But anyways, welcome. I wouldn't really call this a tutorial, honestly. You could find much more better tutorials out there to when it comes to approaching anatomy. Of course, it's not gonna be answered with just one tutorial. You just have to look multiple stuff, and it just requires you a lot of practicing. But if you're not here for that, y'all can just chill and perhaps chat along with me. Oh, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Shoot your shot. There we go. Is my chat working alright? Anyways, let me just fix up my layers over here. Actually, I'm not sure which pen to use. Should I use this pen? Honestly, I don't use a lot of pens or brushes here on Clipsio Paint. It seems like I have a lot, but most of them are just defaults. And I just typically use only this two, which is kind of a basic mono pen, and the G pen that comes along with Clipsio Paint. And we're just practicing, so the brush doesn't really matter all too much. But I do like getting to know which tool I'm gonna be using. And what else? I actually forgot what to do. Oh yeah, I might also take frequent breaks. I actually wanted to play today, but I have this weird, actually not weird, but more likely unhealthy approach when it comes to playing games. Once I play one game, I can't stop myself. So I ended up wasting the whole day or something. Okay, I just turned on my fan, so it's 10 times much more noisier now, but hopefully my mic isn't picking it up. Oh, by the way, if you guys are like wanna try out practicing also, I highly recommend to find the reference. I'm not gonna be doing, or I'm not gonna be finding some references. I do not recommend this, but this is just how I do it because I'm lazy. I still highly recommend finding a reference, especially if you're doing studies and all that stuff and you're not all too familiar with it. I highly recommend it. The reason why I'm not using references is because I just want to rely more to my memory. And it's because I'm just lazy. And Kevin is still taking me out, and this is so new to me. I mean, I don't even notice that it's there. Oh yeah, I've been thinking to play later, maybe on stream also. But then again, I do have that problem where once I start playing, by the way, the game I'm playing is Wild Rift. It's toxic, but it's also very addicting. And it's not like I'm having a great time either. I'm like having a lose strike, not a very good win rate. Having some bad runs, but no, despite me not enjoying it, I'm so addicted to it. So I'm like, okay, that's sad. This is not healthy. That's exactly me right now. I have work to do and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play one match just to start the day and then draw. Next thing I know, I'm going to sleep. Yeah, that's so me. Because I remember that time playing until it was already morning. Oh yeah, that's not very healthy. At the same time, I need to like find a different, you know, activity to like keep me sane. But it just do be like that. Cause I remember, I think it was like a day ago or whatever. It wasn't yesterday, but it was like a few days ago. I was like, just one game, one match. And it was like morning, and I needed to animate something at that time. Next thing I know, the day was over. Didn't get anything done. I do have self-control, but I did not expect that I'll be way too addicted to this sort of thing. Okay, I'll be focusing on the torso, but I need to draw like other sections or the parts like the head and maybe include the shoulders because the chest area of the torso is can be influenced by the shoulder muscles, so I'm also gonna include that. I know it's like the shoulder part is like more like an arm, more included on the arm, but since it's kind of like affecting the chest, I have to include it. It's gonna make more sense later if I draw like a specific pose for it. I mean, we're not gonna draw the whole body, we're just gonna be drawing the chest. Because I feel like, yeah, it's one of the busiest part of the whole body. Unless your character is like fully clothed. Like they're wearing an outfit or something. It's gonna be covered, but it's like taking up a lot of space. So that's why it's kind of like, you know, a significant portion. Take a look on. Because if you're just drawing the arm or the legs, you can just it also depends on the what you call this body type that your character has. Of course, the more muscular they are, the more detail it has, right? But if they're not, or their body type is leaning more to, you know, basic side, then you really don't need a lot of details. Not even with the arms, you could just, especially when it comes to anime style, they tend to be real simple. I mean, yeah, sometimes you can simplify the chest or the torso, so again, this is more depending on what kind of body type your character has. But I'm just laying out the possibilities there. And I think this is just a problem that I have with myself. Uh, it's like a problem where, it's still simple. Maybe I should add more details. So I ended up drawing like the same body type for most characters. And I think you can see that certain pattern to my, or to the things that I post. Let's draw a neutral pose at the moment. Let's not draw anything too extreme just yet. I like drawing a shoulder, especially when it's like a big muscle character. I don't know, attaching a round blob on the side of the torso is just satisfying. Yeah, it's kind of like a feeling of, yeah, it's all coming together. Especially the shoulder is like connecting to the arm, so it's like, oh yeah, perfect fit, baby. It's kind of like that. Of course, even myself have to like refresh, practice, and all that stuff. Although I don't do it as often anymore because I'm drawing every day anyway, so it's kind of redundant. Sometimes I need that little refreshment to like, is this how it works? You know, again, most of the time I'm relying on my memories or imagination, I guess. And sometimes they're just not reliable. They deteriorate over time, especially if you're not using them. I should also try out female version also, because yeah, boobs are hard. Drawing boobs are hard. As much as I hate to admit it. Oh, hold up. Let me just charge my phone. Where's my charger? Yeah, there we go. Okay, where was I? Oh, I think I should also point out that I'm not using construction or guidelines here, which is a bad idea, by the way. Again, I don't recommend this type of methods. If you're like trying to work with a construction or maybe a guidelines. The way I make guidelines for torso is really simple. This upper area over here where, you know, the chest area is placed and all that stuff is a tad bit longer compared to the pelvis. It's a rough measurement. Again, this isn't really super accurate. I just really need the rough basis of it to make it look convincing. I'm here to make it look convincing, not realistic. Again, it's up to you on whatever you are striving or whatever you're trying to achieve, what kind of look. And I also just noticed that I typically put the belly button on the middle, and apparently you can place them anywhere or even lower over here, because I treat this as like the midpoint of the body, and this belly button can be a guide for the elbows over here. So this just helps me out on determining the length of the arm. And again, this isn't accurate, it's just a rough guideline for you to like place things out. I mean, yeah, this is basically how I make the construction of it. It's really just kind of like a block. And then you can divide this to two. I typically, in order to like determine how it bends and stuff like that. And then the pelvis, just like that. That's my guideline. That's how I do my guidelines. And if you're like having a hard time with dimensions or with shapes, basically, you might have a hard time putting them into perspective. Like, if you cannot determine which are like considered as a side, for example, this side over here is like going that way, while this side over here is going that way. If you're like having a hard time understanding that, then you might need to go back to the basics, because you are going to struggle if you're just jumping to step 4 or to tier 15 without doing tier 1. Like, there's no rush here. Learning the fundamentals can be boring. Even I got bored back then when I was studying it. But getting the gist of it really helps. It helped me out in perspective and other difficult sections on drawing fundamentals. So it's one of the things that isn't really highly appreciated, I guess, directly. But once you get to know that how useful it is, that's where you realize. Oh yeah, the way I just learn about the muscles, I just really look at anatomy books and how other artists draw them. I mean, where else do you learn the muscles? So yeah, I just, you know, those pictures when it comes to science textbooks? Yeah, I just use those. And maybe because I was a STEM student, so I basically have a ton of those, and they made us draw those diagrams of like parts of the body, which I'm not actually sure if that was necessary for biology when we could just print them out. I guess it helps for us to visualize it. But at the same time, what was it all for? We're studying biology, by the way. Hey, very welcome. Welcome, y'alls. Easy. Yeah, and I don't recommend the bean method, ironically. I actually don't recommend that method. It's only good for gestures, for quick gestures. Or for quickly having a... Yeah, just for quick stuff. But it's so highly inaccurate for perspective. Or if you're drawing a character or a torso that is angled, it's actually not that kind of helpful. It's just a fucking circle. I actually don't like it. And it look... I guess it is a preference of mine. It looked ugly to me. I'm sorry, bean meta users. This is nothing personal. I just don't like this method. By the way, if there's like a method that is working out for you, there's no need to like change it because someone else said that they don't like it. It's really just a preference thing, honestly. If it works for you, then that's great. It's working out. You finally found your niche. And that's good enough, honestly. I forgot what the bean method is. Do anybody use that? I don't think I've seen anybody use it. I think I've seen someone use it once. And I did try it back then, but it wasn't really that helpful. And I just hated how it looks. It's good for quick gestures, but anything more than that, it's really nothing. But hey, it's a method. And it's really highly up to you on how you use it. Oh, it's not on separate layers. Okay. Or maybe I'm just biased. Again, I had the Kim Jong-gi phase, and we all draw in boxes. Oh, a curved line? How fucking dare you, bro? Isn't that it's gonna help you with perspective? Get out of here. Use the box like a fucking normal person. But in all honesty, it doesn't matter. Okay, I think I'm doing way too many layers. Let's try a female torso and suffer because of boobs. I'm not gonna draw a super huge ass TDs. I'm gonna hold myself back for that. Oh, and also the neck is on the middle, okay? I think I've seen a few kind of putting the neck at the back. So it just ended up looking flat. Don't do that. That's why you see the head always at the front. Not over here. Or else it's gonna look flat. Kim's weakness, big enemy boobs. It just looks disproportionate. I mean, I can do it, but I just don't want to. I just don't like how it looks. Or I guess when I'm drawing it. Okay. I don't really have like a super secret technique or hack when it comes to drawing boobs. Even I kind of like cheese my way on drawing them. And what I mean by that is just kind of go with it. Like everybody suggests that it's like a teardrop shape, right? And the reason why it's I don't think a lot of people, but there's like, or most, I guess, I don't know, most people have like a struggle around with it. It's because it's not really a blocky shape, that's for sure. And this is why I have like, I tend to find drawing female characters a bit more difficult because they're much more curvy. And here's the thing. Drawing curves is much more harder compared to drawing straight lines. Straight geometric lines. Like, can you draw a perfect circle? I think the fuck not. That's why you can see like a few artists just drawing the circle endlessly to get the right shape that they want. And they never get it the first try. I was told to think of upside down balloons. I mean, they are. It's just a bunch of circles and then an attachment for the chest, and that's it. This is also quite a hard angle, but oh well. Typically, this type of angle is kind of hard, like, you know, character facing upwards. I find straight line harder than curved lines, really. I mean, it's not super straight. That's not what I'm saying. It's more like more linear stuff. But if we're talking about really curvy, that's where it gets hard. Or maybe it's because the reason why I find it hard is because curved lines doesn't really tend to look super clean. They tend to look really wobbly sometimes, or much more likely to look wobbly, which is understandable. It's a fucking curved shape. Anyways, I guess let's do the construction first. Oh yeah, hips are bigger when it comes to the female body, but then again, it really depends on what body type that you're going for with your characters. Picture mom body type. The dummy truck. Meta. Why do they all look like that? But then again, I guess it's they kind of know what they're doing, huh? They get it. I've seen everywhere that for drawing curves, using the entire arm and shoulder is better, but I just can't get used to it. It's so weird, especially I don't have that much space to move the arm. That method is only effective if you have a big workspace. For example, you have a big ass fucking tablet. Using your arm is much more efficient. And typically those type of artists is really zoomed in on their drawing. Like I'm talking about like this kind of zoomed in, and they swing their fucking arm. I have a small workspace. It's a medium, so it's actually considered small if you want to use your whole arm. I can only use my forearm or my only, my hand only because it's small. There's no point for me to like slashing around with my whole arm, especially with a small ass workspace. And I don't have a huge ass fucking screen, so it's kind of useless to do that method. They find it healthier, but honestly, I don't know if that's like true or not. I mean, yeah, you're removing strain, or you're basically removing a few efforts putting onto your wrist and your whole hand. But at the same time, that's only applicable if you have a huge ass workspace. So it's really not applicable to everyone. So yeah. And again, if there's like artists advising you something, you really don't need to follow all of them. Like, you don't need to follow them religiously. If it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I typically see those type of people, you're drawing with arm. They have 22 inches or, basically big ass tablets that's roughly the size of a small table. So yeah, they need to, they have a huge space to draw in. So it's much more viable to just use your whole ass fucking arm in order to produce huge strikes, or what do you call this? Huge ass lines. I forgot terms. I'm also not very good with terms. But if you do want to like keep your wrists healthy, I'm actually not quite sure what are the methods out there, but all I know is that if you feel pain, stop fucking drawing immediately. If you feel pain, it's gonna get worse. Just stop. Just stop. There's no point on going further. If you're feeling some sort of strain or pain or whatever it is that you're feeling, just stop. Because it's gonna get worse from there. And I do hear that stretching helps. Basically, if you're drawing for a long ass time, take breaks. Keep your hand healthy and all. And also stretch out your whole body, because you're probably sitting for way too long. And keep yourselves hydrated. Not drawing the boobs yet. I'm gonna do that in a separate layer, I think. I think it's much more better. Just so that I don't have to like redraw the whole thing over and over again. I don't want that. Oh, and yeah. Another thing on why I don't really strain my hand that much. I think this happened more often when it comes to painters. They tend to do this a lot, right? They tend to do this back and forth thingy, way of coloring. In a traditional sense, this is pretty much the norm. But if you're doing this digitally, I recommend to find a much more efficient method instead of doing this. Cause yeah, it just stresses out your wrist so much. You're going back and forth, probably going fast also, and it just puts so much stress on your goddamn wrist. Like it's gonna wear down basically. So yeah. But then again, my method on coloring is so simple. Like it's just point and click. Like I do that. I don't need to do the back and forth thingy. I just click, 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 click. Tap, 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 tap. That's why I also don't wear down my nib so much. They they basically last forever. Or can last forever. I only change my nib if I'm like, oh yeah, I just want to feel different. But yeah, your way of drawing also can influence. That sort of aspect. Why is our problem with female bodies completely the opposite? I have no idea, bro. It's because I just don't. Or back when I was young, I started drawing male characters more often. It wasn't only until recently, like maybe around high school, when I started drawing them. Of course, I much prefer drawing them, or drawing the female body much more now. Heck, it was like the only it was only the only body part that I used to draw back then, around high school. Changing nibs is satisfying. Exactly. I don't really completely wear them down. I mean, they do wear down, but not to a significant difference, really. There's barely a difference. But changing the nib sometimes is just, you know, a strange satisfaction here and there. There's also the armpit. Should I include that? I guess it is part of it. Technically part of the torso. Oh, and I think it's because back then, you know, I can go really, really detailed with like the male body part because, you know, especially if it's muscular. But when it comes to the female body, I only need to draw them curvy. They don't take they really don't need a lot of details unless you're again drawing a muscular body type. Then it's a different story. But if I'm just drawing an average female body, they don't really need a lot of details, really. They're quite simpler and just, you know, much more curvier. Or again, it depends on what body type you're going for. Making DeviantArt finish art? Not really. I haven't really gotten back to drawing not safe for work art. Trust me, DeviantArt is still much more ours. And this is like completely fucking tame in comparison. Okay, let's lower the opacity because I cannot see anything. This is why I don't like, what do you call this, layering? You know, guidelines in a separate layer here and there. It's because I can't see anything. I'm having a hard time seeing stuff. Oh my god, my autosave is kicking in. Let me actually save. Cause it's getting messy. Let's name it study. It's lagging a lot for some reason. You guys hear the hammering and like the chickens? Oh yeah, if you guys are curious on how I got my anatomy drawings better, it's because I drew not safe for work hard. It's actually it's actually helpful. And it's not something oh for the memes. No, it's actually pretty helpful. It actually worked. I don't think it's necessary though. You can uh draw or get better at anatomy without drawing not safe for work art. But honestly, it's drawing nudity is pretty much inevitable. Not the hammering, but for sure the chickens. Yeah, the chickens are fucking annoying. It's a miracle it's still alive. Again, it's not our chickens, it's our neighbors. And our neighbors cannot go on a day without making a noise. Every day there's a noise coming from them. I'm not gonna make it bigger because here's the thing. If I make it bigger, it's gonna look like it's saggy. Which is logical. The bigger it is, the more yeah, the more it sags. This is how gravity works. Right when you said hammer, the hammer sound started. Yeah, because I had no idea what they're constructing down there. Like, this house is already fugly as it is. What is the point? I guess I can copy this and erase. You know, in case we need to go back. Oh, and yeah, they're kind of. I don't know if this applies to everyone. Yeah, I don't think it applies to everyone. Because I've seen boobs just going straight up, just downwards. But others go way more outwards or sidewards. Something like that. Some goes downwards, others go sidewards. There's also, you know, that to get a heads up on. One of the things really makes me move out from here is the noise. It is so noisy around here that I can't focus while they. Yeah, earplugs are a lifesaver at this point. And basically a necessity. But they get gross. That's my problem. That's the worst part. Fairytale style boobas? I actually don't remember how Fairytale draw boobs. Been a while. But nah, there's like, yeah, basically boobs all look different apparently. But that's just how it goes. Human anatomy is weird, guys. It's really not just one size fits all, unfortunately. As much as we want to make it easy. But nah, there's different body types, there's different designs to get a heads up on. And my thing is lagging. Man, our weather is weird again. I'm gonna point out the weather again, as always. It is like our regular rant. Every stream. So early in the morning, it's cold. It's not that, you know, winter breezing cold. We don't have winters here. But it is significantly cold enough. And now it's blazing hot. I even wear pants because I was cold earlier. I hate this. Our weather is like really dicey. Okay, let me actually provide an example of the chest kind of like stretching out because of the shoulders. Again, shoulders can kind of like affect how chests are like positioned and how they are shaped. Kinda. It's not like a huge difference, but it is, you know, still a difference. Get a heads up on. Oh yeah, I just watched Puss in Boots 2. Actually, this is like a while ago. We were actually planning to watch this all together with my friends and stuff like that, but we got drunk. And we ended up not watching anything and played Uno instead. And then what else? Oh yeah, I continued watching it alone because I really want to watch it. Because, you know, everyone was saying it was good. Have you caught up on Bad Thinking Diary? Yeah. I'm surprised nobody is talking about that anymore. And I don't understand why people are so complaining about that for some reason. Like, people are saying, oh my god, this story is toxic. It's so, it's so shit, bro. Like, why just can't they talk this out? This is so fucked up, bro. I'm like, bruh, this is better whatever fucking Citrus is doing. Am I the only Yuri manga reader that does not like Citrus? I hated that shit. I guess I like one side character, but that's about it. And at the same time, bro, it's a story. Of course there's gonna be drama and conflict. Like, what? Like, I get it, we're like tired of the dramatic shit. But at the same time, there's really no story if you're... if everything is just resolved. There is wholesome content out there that is just focusing on like chill stuff and all that stuff. But obviously this story is about the drama, so yeah, pretty much. Like, after rereading the whole thing, the pacing is fine and the next chapter will probably push the story forward. Yeah, basically. But for some reason, there's like a significant hate about it for some reason. But they still read it. But now I think the Yuri fandom is like watching a TV series instead, which I kind of don't like. Or maybe I'm just being too biased. Because typically the fandom is just easy. Or the Yuri fans are just way too easy. But I guess that's just my observation. I know it's so weird, and plus people complaining to the artist is so funny to me. Like, bruh. I'm actually not sure if the artist and the author is the same. Sometimes you know, the author and the artist are separate and different, two different people, and they blaming the writers for like not not having a story that they want is super weird to me. I'm like, oh my god, this is their reaction is like, yo, this isn't supposed to happen. This should be the scene that should happen. I'm just like, bro, just write a Wattpad story or something. Like, why are you here? Write your own then. I'm to just nod and pretend that I know the lore of Bad Thinking Diary. I don't think I would recommend for you to read that. It's really raunchy as shit. And it's really just one of those things I've read because I was bored. And I just like the art, and that's it. And I just like seeing the reader's reaction more, I guess. But for the most part, I just read it because the art was pretty, and yeah. I guess I'm also basic. I see a pretty art and I'm sold, basically. That's good enough for me. I mean, yeah, there are some authors that kind of raises a brow sometimes, where you're just like, huh? Like, where you're just, that's very sussy behavior there. Which I can get. Because I remember that time there was this author that made a Yuri, or a girl on girl, manhwa. Manhwa. And then a yaoi, or boy on boy, manhwa. They're both side stories of like, based off a main manhwa that I'm not gonna talk about too much because it was messy as hell. And I think you guys can probably tell where this is going. So basically, the Yuri side story ended quickly. I actually like that story because it's super short, but it's super sweet and wholesome. So yeah. But then they proceed with the Yaoi side story, the boy and boy one, and it's just much more longer and basically a vanilla version of Killing and Stalking. And if you don't know Killing and Stalking is, boy, you're in for a ride. Man, I feel like some yaoi stories, webcomics, manga, or whatever, is Loki trying way too hard to be the next Killing Stalking. I don't even read fucking yaoi stories anymore, bro. I saw the art and decided to read it. Yeah, I only like the art, and that's basically it. I didn't care too much about the story. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's not gonna change your overall philosophy. It's not mind-boggling or anything like that. But it's good enough to make you invested. It's actually my first time reading something GL related. Oh man, you're about to get into a hole that you're... I mean, there's like... I only actually like a few GL related stuff. I do read a lot of them, but only liked a few. I don't like all of them, that's for sure. And I wish people would stop raving about Citrus. It's the shittiest. I get that Citrus kind of crawled so every GL can walk and shit like that. But that shit is so trash. I don't like it. We don't speak of killing and stalking. Yeah, let's not. It's not even a BL story. That's like a subgenre. It's more psychological thriller. I've been thinking about reading Killing and Stalking. I didn't even read it properly. I was just like skimming through it. Right when you talked about Killing Stalking, you lost 5 viewers. They know. It's bad? Which one? Are we talking about Killing and Stalking? I mean, Killing and Stalking as a psychological thriller? Yeah. As a boys love? Hell no. Killing and Stalking, yeah. I don't know if the content is bad. It's psychological thriller, so it's not for everyone. And there's like sensitive topics there. So I guess I wouldn't typically recommend it, of course. So it's really up to you if you want to like get to it. But I think it's more like a situation where problematic fans are the problem rather than the content. Because I don't mind psychological thriller stuff. Heck, it's one of my favorite genres in movies and in most medium because of how intriguing it is. I think Killing Stalking is more about like suffering from problematic fans or got bad reputation because of problematic fans. Let me just get this arm right. Oh yeah, there is a GL I call this manhwa that I do recommend. It gives me Handmaiden vibes, if you know what I'm saying. Or if you're familiar with that film. It's kind of like that. And I also like the unique art style that it has. And I couldn't believe it was like the same author of another webtoon that I didn't like. Have you ever lost your voice before? It feels so weird. I'm not able to talk on it. Yeah. It was the time I had like really bad cough. Where I was like, I think I had it for a month. I had the cough for like a month. And that time that I have a sore throat, I just sounded like Mickey Mouse. Like it's like a high pitched voice that is also airy. And of course, I couldn't use my lower voice because it's gonna strain my throat much more. And I'm much more quieter. So I have to use this high-pitched voice that sounds like fucking Mickey Mouse. I do use it. I do use that voice because of, you know, it's funny. And we had this teacher. This teacher is like super serious. It's a bit chill, but sometimes it's just way too much. Way too serious sometimes. He has a low voice. I think he's also working on the radio sometimes. And he just went into class. And apparently he's like, I don't think we can have a class today. In the most high-pitched voice layer. Like, it's so tiny. He's just like, okay, class, I don't think I'm gonna... We can't even hear him. Even he's laughing. Like, yeah, we can't go to class today. You guys can just chill. Yeah, let's cancel this out. But he still went to school for some reason. To work. And yeah, he's like a 40-year-old dude. Who's also kind of buff, not gonna lie. But yeah, he just had the tiniest voice. We can't even fucking hear him. All the time back in 2018, I used to rage really bad at games. I lost my voice every other week. Just like me for real. Yeah, it do be like that. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. Hold up. Yeah, I had no idea, but I just fucking scream a lot. As a child back then. Like someone fighting each other, I'm gonna scream for no reason. I'm not even involved with the fight. I'm just screaming. Oh, everybody is so fucking loud? I'm gonna fucking scream. For no rhyme or reason at all. I'm just gonna scream. I just like being loud. For some reason. And it's not like I'm the super loud, chatty kid back in elementary school. Again, I was like fucking antisocial for some reason as a kid. So I'm just mostly quiet. But if there's like something happening, like someone's fighting or something, or screaming or arguing with each other, like the whole class rumbling around, I'm gonna scream for no reason. So he's like Arnold, but with the voice of SpongeBob. He can't even talk, bro. Like he deadass can't. All of us were laughing. I mean, we're low-key scared to laugh because again, he is kind of serious and all that stuff. And if he gets mad, he takes it personally. I do hate those kind of teachers. But at the same time, I get it if the students are being loud, fucking disrespectful, but at the same time, like, he's just weak. If they take it personally, that's where I get a little like, is this right? When I was in elementary, I would scream whenever the class started talking, and the teacher would wanted attention. People would stop talking when I screamed. It was funny. Yeah, it was just kind of like that. We just wanted, I guess, some sort of authority. Because back here, at my home, I guess, if I scream, everybody would be quiet and be like, why the fuck did you do that? Or just be quiet. So if I do that on class, maybe it will happen the same thing, right? I didn't even notice I was that significantly loud because everybody Everyone else was also fucking loud. But no, they have to point me out like, bro, why you screaming? I'm like, I don't know, bro. Y'all was fucking loud. We used to slam the books. Nah, we just scream. Or maybe bang the doors or the blackboard. Oh yeah, I think we use blackboards, by the way. They're not even blackboards, they're just... Or chalkboards, I guess, or whatever you call it. They're not even blackboards, they're fucking green. Our chalkboards has this cabinet on the side. It kind of goes like this on a curve. And there's like a cabinet where we put cleaning supplies and shit. Man, people fucking abuse the shit out of blackboards, bro. It's always... And that thing is never fixed. That is always broken. And if someone breaks it, nobody's gonna fucking talk. And if they do point the blame on someone, like, why'd you break it? I'm like, and they're gonna be like, I don't know. I was mad. Why are you mad? I don't know. They don't want to talk because they know they're getting scolded. Chalkboard is crazy. Man, school is insane. School is in... Oh yeah. So here's the thing. Weirdly enough, we're not allowed to bring toys at school. And I guess it makes sense. We're like elementary. I guess in kindergarten it makes sense. But we still bring toys, of course. We used to have these pods or whatever. They're just fucking cardboard. Circle cardboard with like designs on them. Apparently it's supposed to be a collectible thingy. We don't collect those as a collective thing. You know, as for valuables. We don't do it for valuables. We use it to play games. We stack it up. We stack those things. And then hit it with another pod. Or a pog. We used to call it pogs. Poggers. Or pawns. I really don't know what they're called. And then we would hit the stack really hard. And if it goes to the side, it's kind of like heads or tails for coins. And if it goes heads, or with the design, instead of the back design, you can take all of those odds to you, or to yourself. And what else? We also recycle trash. What games do you play? Oh, we recycle trash and make them into balls. So basically, we take... Fuck, we remember stealing fucking paper just for this. We steal a fuck ton of papers. Whatever paper that we can find, really. And crumple it all up. And then tape it. Cover it with tape. As much as you can. So we have this made up ball. And we would play dodgeball with it. Because dodgeball isn't really a thing here. So we have to improvise. From preschool to graduation, always was whiteboard. Yeah, whiteboards are like only for private schools or expensive schools. We only have chalkboards. We're too fucking poor. And typically college students are the one using whiteboards. Or maybe they just don't trust fucking kids with ink. Or, yeah, markers are expensive. But I remember stealing chalk as a kid. I don't know why. This is so weird. But I was like grade 1, I think. So I was like what? 6 or 7 years old. Honestly, I think that's too old for too old of an age to be stealing chalk. But hey, I didn't eat glue. That's nasty as shit. At least I didn't eat that shit. I don't even know if that's a thing. That is just so gross. I mean, a kid eating their snot, yeah, that makes sense. But a kid eating glue, that doesn't make sense to me. Wasting supplies, yeah. We were stealing fucking paper from classmates. It's not even scrap paper. It was perfectly usable paper. And I remember someone wasting a full-on notebook just to make a fucking ball. But nah, we love dodgeball so much. Most of the time on school it was chalkboards, but to be honest, I never liked it much. It's so itchy. It's irritating, actually. But, you know, as a kid back then, I was like, we only have the white chalk, right? Which is pretty basic. It's a fucking chalk. But then, I saw that in kindergarten, or in kindergarten room, there were colored chalks, and I got so obsessed with it for some reason. I'm like, holy shit, that is so cool. Finally, a chalk that isn't fucking white. A chalk in different colors? Holy shit, this is mind-blowing. I didn't know they existed. So I stole them and vandalized it. I think, I don't even know if they're my friends, but the homies and I, you know, with the boys and shit. Yeah, that's also the thing about me. I was like one with the boys. I didn't relate too much with the girls. The girls was so fucking weird. The girls do this thing which is low-key harassment. I'm gonna talk about that later. But basically, I went to that kindergarten room, stole a bunch of chalks, vandalized the shit out of that chalkboard. I was like drawing shit. Was so fucking proud of myself. And then we got caught, and I didn't know how to react because, I don't know, I was a weird kid. So I thought that, oh shit, I'm caught. What's the normal reaction for this? Oh, typically people cry on this situation. So I cried. It was a similar moment where, you know, where every kid is fucking crying because of the rain for some reason. And because I didn't want to be left out or, you know, be the odd one out, I have to cry along with them. Even if I didn't want to fucking cry. Just to get the shit out of FOMO. But yeah, I cried. And then our teacher scolded us. She didn't even scolded us to, like, oh my god, how dare you. She's more like, what the fuck were you doing? And that's pretty much it. She just gave us a timeout to sit as a way to punish us, I guess. I don't even know if it was a punishment. It was just us fucking sitting and not allowed to go outside for some reason. So we're just basically on timeout. But I have no idea why is that considered as a punishment. But anyways, let's go with the harassment part. So, I think it was, again, around 1st grade and 2nd grade. So we're like in the age range of like 6 or 7 or 8 years old. The girls have this weird fucking modus operandi for some reason. Like they have this weird fucking vendetta, and they only do this to the boys. So it's like a female versus male moment. But basically, the girls, I think I talked about this on stream back then, but let me just tell it again because it's low-key harassment. So dudes are just basically chilling or whatever, but the girls would lift their skirt up and trap the boys under their skirt, covering them, low-key suffocating them with the skirt. So yeah, almost every girl does this on school. I do not understand why. What? Exactly. It's so fucking funny. I mean, as a way to play, maybe, but fuck, what? Why? And again, it's not like girls are only wearing panties underneath. We wear shorts, like every fucking normal person would do. But yeah, they trap they trap their fucking heads to under their skirt. That was the thing back then. I don't do that shit because I was weirded out. Like why? Just why? Heck, I was a fucking victim of this. They fucking tried to trap me with that shit. I used to eat lunch with the teacher instead of my friends. I didn't eat lunch back then as a kid. Nah, I always eat alone. I don't even remember that much. The anime hand in pocket pose. I was a victim of this. I was. They only do this if the dudes are sitting, and our seats were basically for toddlers, so it's basically super short. And the girls really wouldn't. I mean, actually, they can reach even if they're standing, and typically the girls are typically taller than the boys. They can reach that shit and just trap you with it. It's a very, very funny modus that they had. But I was not a participant of this. I swear. I swear to God. But yeah, it was just so weird. That's why I didn't do it. Anyways. Actually, hold up. Let me take a bathroom break. This story is just way too much for me to handle. So anyways, BRB. Oh, where's my mouse? Actually, hold on. Let me find my post-it. Here. To let you guys know I'm on a bathroom break. I'm back. I just remembered that there were one time, I think, that on kindergarten, there were like a nap time. And one of these nap times, I stayed awake because I wasn't feeling sleepy. And then out of nowhere, the director shows up and asks me, "Oh hey, do you want the other kids' toys to play since you're awake?" And I was like, heck yeah, because there were like one kid that wouldn't share his toy with me. Let's fucking go. Oh man. We don't really have. I don't really remember that much on kindergarten, but we do have toys. And our room was kind of fucking dark. I swear to God, there were no lights there. We do have this nap time, but it's not too common. I didn't understand that. I'm like, I can't sleep. What was the point? So I have to like do that type of shit where I put my head down. And the teacher is like a fucking bodyguard. If she caught you not sleeping, she's just gonna scold you. Which, like, why? Let me be. But yeah. I don't remember that much playing with the toys because they were kind of boring. I do remember that it was super messy, or we don't play that much often. It's a lot of us chanting, I don't know, singing a bunch of nursery rhymes, shit like that. Heck, I'm much more excited to watch High Five than going to school, because before I go to school, I have to watch High Five first. And it's just a, a basic kid show. I don't remember that much anymore in High Five, but that was my shit back then. Bro, did I send the same message twice, or is just Twitch glitching on me? Nah. Yeah, Twitch is just glitching. You only send it once. I don't blame you, but Twitch is so buggy, bro. That was quick. Yeah, I only peed, so. And the bathroom is like right next to me. Right next to my room. I only have like foggy, vague memories of that time. Me also. I think I remember a very specific. I have this very specific memory though. I have this like one friend, I guess, who. Here's again. I'm a very weird kid. I still drink baby formula, even though I was already a full, basically not an infant. I stopped drinking baby formula when I was 8. Not 7. 7 actually. 8 is too much. I stopped drinking from the baby bottle when I was 7. So talk about late bloomer. Late to the fucking party. And I remember my friend was like, it was in kindergarten or nursery. I was like 5 or something. And he screamed. I think the teacher was like, "Oh my god, are you guys still drinking from a baby bottle? You're no babies anymore." And my friend is like, "Yo, my friend drinks from a baby bottle." I'm like, "Fuck this dude. Bruh." He outed me, bro. I don't know why. I just don't like drinking on it, bro. And he fucking shamed me for it. And I also just like the taste. It's weird. I was a weird kid. And I only stopped drinking from it when I was 7. I can't help it. For some reason, the words high fives give me PTSD of the Emoji Movie. Bro. I have forgotten the Emoji Movie permanently. And if someone does remember or remind me of it, I'm just like, I have no feelings. It's a movie that you really can't say anything out of it. Yeah, it's bad, and that's basically it. It's not even worth to talk shit about it anymore because it's just, yeah. It's the Emoji Movie. What's high fives? I think that's what it's called. High five. Yeah, it's high five. It's a show. Australian children musical group. Yo, it's Australian? I am noticing a pattern that most kid shows, really good kid shows, are like Australian. Like Bluey right now is my shit. 7? I can't help it, bro. The baby formula, the milk was too good. And again, I was like a weird kid. I wasn't raised right. I had my mom clean me up on the bathroom until like the age of 10. Thinking back about it, it was so weird. Bro, actually same. She was the one who giving me baths. I think she stopped once I was like 11 or 12. Or, you know, around the time I'm about to get my period. Because obviously, I kept my baby blanket that I've had since I was a baby till I was 12. Bro, I still have my baby pillows right now. This baby pillows is just as old as me. It probably sounds weird and disgusting, but they're so soft. And they're tiny and cute. You're just a gift that gives. My life is a comedy. It do be like that though. Again, I was a weird fucking kid. I think I'm still fucking weird, honestly. I wasn't raised right. But yeah. I was a really late ass fucking bloomer. Mom giving me baths until I get my period, I guess. Although I think my cousin is worse because her mom, this is like a 10-year-old boy or a 7-year-old boy. Actually, I don't know his age. But let's just say he's just way too old for him to be asking his mom to wash his ass when he takes a shit. I don't do that though. I was able to learn how to wash my own ass, okay? At least. It was just yeah, I think that laziness is a factor to this. I was really lazy as a kid. My mom still cuts my pancakes. I'm going to be 20 this year, but she she likes to. I cry on every episode of Bluey. I'm not ashamed of it either. Bluey is so good. Honestly, the world is healing. Finally, a good fucking show, bro. Now you mention pancakes, I might as well go make one for myself. Let's go. Our friend, we really don't do pancakes that much. But if we do, it's just, you know, those typical process store-bought things. And we only eat those if we have Nutella. All 141 episodes. Why not? It's so good. Oh yeah, I think I should also... I guess I'm sharing this personal info. So I just mentioned I have 2 baby pillows, right? 2 baby pillows that is just as ancient as me. So without their pillowcases, they have these sides. That is like protruding outwards. Kind of like a flat thing for stitches and stuff like that. And I have this weird habit of pinching it. Kind of like doing this. Doing this type of motion. Do you see what I'm doing? Yeah, doing this kind of motion. It looks fucking inappropriate as shit. But I do this on the sides. On the pillowcases. On the pillows. And, you know, if it's on a pillowcase, then I just insert my arm to insert my hand and then pinch the shit out of it. I guess this counts as a mannerism. I don't do it as often anymore. Because one, it's completely... It's completely wrecked. Like, this pillow is just... Yeah, it's ancient. It has holes. I can't even fucking pinch it anymore. So I don't do it as often. But yeah, I do that a lot as a kid. It's so weird. But yeah, those are like one of my weird shit habits. And sister adds like a cinnamon and vanilla to the mix. I was asking, do you do something similar? Damn, we're too basic. We don't add those kind of shit. It's either honey or Nutella. We don't add anything to the mix. We really just do whatever that comes with comes with the box. So it's just like the most basic ass pancake that you can get. But to us, or to my mom especially, that is already fancy as shit. She typically considered, you know, foreign foods or whatever that comes fucking across America is something like, you know, rich kids' foods or something. Or anything that is foreign, really. She thinks it's like a fancy ass food, but honestly, it's nothing really special. It's a pancake. It's a store-bought pancake. I bite the inside on my cheeks. Is that weird? Guess we are all weird. I guess most of his behavior is like excusable because we're like fucking kids. And looking back at it, it's always gonna be embarrassing and yeah, questionable at best. I don't bite the inside of my cheeks anymore though, because I remember cutting my or injuring whatever that is present on my fucking mouth. And it hurts so bad. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Because it's so hard to have it recovered. Because if it's, a bruise or scratches on the outside, it's easy to put an ointment on it, slap a band-aid on it, and that's good to go. But when it comes to the mouth, and I just recently had mouth ulcers, and thank God they're gone. But I remember having to panic a little bit. It's only a slight panic where I'm like, oh God, they're multiplying. Because I can't put an ointment, or we don't even have ointments around the house for this sort of things. And it hurts so bad, I can't eat anything. It's a pain. I notice I do it when I want something dry like pecans and almonds and stuff. Well, I do bite my nails, and I think that's... I don't know which is worse, and I think this is worse. Biting my nails is worse. That's why you're not gonna see me with long ass nails. Nor doing manicures. Like, do you guys see this? It looks terrible. My toes are worse. My toenails are worse. Because they're literally just like that. It's worse on my toenails. I don't bite them, but I do pick them. Like, what I do to my pillows. So, I kind of peel them off. And of course I can bite them. I'm not that flexible. I can try, but I don't. I'm not that flexible anymore. My back is killing me. But yeah, my nails on my toes are much more worse. This went through the worst. I remember slamming the door with this one. And let's just say the nail died. Or this finger died. For a bit. And I have to peel a huge chunk or a portion of this at the side over here. It still looks like it is, but I remember being in dismay because of it. And I just didn't know what to do. Like, holy shit, it's all black. What do we do? Nowadays, only weird habit I have is to chew cloth. Like, I don't know. I think I also chew on things. Oh yeah, this pen is also disgusting. I chew on this. This is like the most common one. But I think I stopped doing that when I had braces. Because I don't want to spend fucking money on the brackets, bro. Paying dentist is already expensive enough. I have some clothes that I like. Holes in it because I kept chewing it and it ends up looking like a dog destroyed it. I do it on plastic, I think. I chew on plastic or anything. No, not this. Mostly pens. But yeah. Not on clothing though. Because... yeah, the clothing is just too fuzzy. And I stopped biting stuff because of, yeah, braces. I mean, I don't have braces anymore. But I do wear retainers still. And these are expensive. I don't want to spend another dime on dentist things. This is why nobody likes going to doctors here. It's so expensive every time. If you go to the doctor, you see a doctor, you know you're gonna lose all your savings. Even if you're not sick. My back pain makes me feel I'm 60. I still have the shittiest posture. Despite this tablet is like known for like being ergonomic, right? My posture is not. My posture is still the same. I'm still slouching. Anyways, let me just add boobs here. Oh, actually, let me add the chest first for you guys to see. You can go get something checked up and boom, 1K hospital bill. Yeah. I know the prices here isn't as crazy in America. I still feel like America's prices when it comes to healthcare is much more ridiculous compared to here. But they're still expensive. Like, why? Like, goddamn. And yeah, this is also another reason why people are much more encouraged, I guess, to go to quack doctors and stuff like that instead of the real thing. Sound like a grandpa now. I mean, we like to think that, oh, we're kind of so old right now, but in a general sense, we're not really that old. Like 20 or 30 isn't really that old, I guess, for me. But I think I also talked about this with my friends. Like, they feel like they're old or they're like behind. Like, for fuck's sake, you're in college. You're like, you only turned 20 and stuff like that. But I do get the feeling on why they feel like they're old now. It's because like they're having this sense of pressure to like, oh, we need to find a job quickly. We need to be ahead, stuff like that. But in reality, it's not old. You just feel this nonsensical pressure that you put on yourself. But yeah, it's like common for people to like, or most people always go like, oh, 30, you're way too old. But in actuality, they're not. 30 is not old. And that's just exaggerating, really. This is more common to celebs, I guess. Or to celebrities. I don't feel old. My voice literally sounds so old because of my body. Sound hoarse for my cold. Oof. Are you still sick? Goddamn. Get well, my dude. I never lost my voice when I had a cold, though. Or when I had the fever. But when I do have like a sore throat or dead ass, it's a... Oh shit, my mic. Like, all of the pain is just around my neck and throat. That is where I lost my voice. Especially when I'm coughing. I remember at church, because all of us students, you know, it was a private school, it was a Catholic school, where required to attend to this church. And I was like coughing so bad, I couldn't make it stop, obviously. And it was like the part of the mass where everyone is like kneeling down and praying and shit. So basically everyone is quiet. But I was like coughing and it's just echoing throughout the church. And I think I was like in tears because it was painful. That cough was painful, bro. Because it was a dry cough also. So if you guys don't know, a dry cough is like a very not satisfying cough. Like you're coughing things out, but nothing feels like is coming out. It's like a very unsatisfying sneeze. A very painful sneeze. And I was in tears, bro. Because I really cannot make it stop. Because it was a dry cough. And I sounded like I was dying. I feel like with how as time flies, people often try to succeed early in life so that they can reap the benefits. Yeah, and also, it's so easy right now, right? To see stories of like, oh, young billionaires, young millionaires, doing this, making this, businessmen, left and right, and achieving and getting to buy stuff at such a young age. And people, for some reason, have this, just this unnecessary pressure that they just put on themselves. Like, oh, they can do that. Why can't I have it myself also? Like, what is going on? That type of thing. Oh yeah, there's also like some people drawing the boobs like this. Kind of like straight over here, but then curved like that. And I guess we feel it more here on my location. Like, shit, hold up my phone. Like, for example, my friends, they're still in college. But they're not even really attending college, or university to do whatever they're passionate about. I'm actually not sure if that's what they're actually passionate about. They're just going to college because they just want to get it over with. And of course, going to college is the norm. It's like the normal pathway to take here. But they feel old, or feel this type of sensation that they're getting. They feel like they're old, they're achieving nothing because, there are other people that is like finding success somewhere else. That is roughly the same age, or perhaps even younger. I think this is also can be seen, especially within the art community. I don't really tackle or think too much of it. Because, come on, it's the art. Age really doesn't matter here. But I do see people, like, getting too stressed out with the age sometimes. Like, oh my god, there's, like, teenagers much more better art schools than what I have. I'm already at my 30s. Should I even learn drawing? Is it even worth it when you... And it's just a stack uh a domino effect of insecurities. I honestly recommend to just not think about it. Really, it really doesn't matter. And some people has this dilemma sometimes too, like, oh, back in my day, how come they're much more faster when it comes to learning things compared to me back then? Like, the simple explanation is the internet. But then again, times are different. Bro, I'm scared of the idea of doing my own taxes. Bro, taxes are so... It's frustrating. Like, why does it have to be so bureaucratic? And if they know, like, the stuff that we have that can be taxed, why must be... Why must be... Why must we be the ones be dealing with it? Or I guess this is just a me thing. Or it's just so inconvenient. Basically, my rant is just, why is it not convenient? And people here are really discouraged on paying taxes here. People don't like paying taxes here, actually. Exactly. Like, why do I have to go to different sort of buildings? It's so bureaucratic. Like, you know what I'm fucking earning or whatever that shit is? Just give me the fucking bill to like pay and just get over it. Like, why they're so like you know, they want our money, but then they're not making it convenient. Like, what? Oh yeah, and I think I should also share this insane fucking thing. Now that we're talking about fucking bureaucracy, I know we're just supposed to be just doing anatomy studies and drawing shit, but let's just go with the bureaucracy. Let's go. But basically, you know how IDs are like really important, right? Here's the thing. Getting an ID in this fucking country is a joke. It's an actual fucking troll. Like, in order to get a valid ID, you need 2 valid IDs. So if you have 0 IDs, it's straight up clownery. I hate this. So it's basically redundant. Like, in order to get an ID, you need an ID. Type of situation. Like, it's so troll. I can't. Burped. Is a trick I found to maintain a proper posture. Place your tablet on lap and draw with straight posture. No, I can't do that because my hand would be bent like this. Like, it would be bent like that if I'm drawing my lap. I think there is that is maintaining a proper posture for, like, you know, for example, 5 straight hours is even possible. I mean, I guess if you're doing a great workout on your back and basically chest or torso area. I guess it's possible. But damn. I'm back. Welcome. Jobs do the same thing. In order to get hired, you need experience. Yeah. That's how it goes here, basically. I mean, I guess a driver's license counts. But I don't drive. I refuse to drive here. It's hard at first, but you get used to it after some time. I'm actually perfectly fine with my I guess workspace. And making changes is kind of unnecessary for me at the moment. Or I'm just not in the phase of like experimenting. I think I used to do that back then. Because I don't have like a huge ass fucking table back then. It's either I rest my tablet on my lap or on the top of my laptop. Which is not good. I don't think I would recommend it. Because I'm gonna heat up. And also back then my tablet was like super light. It was just made out of plastic, so this is metal, I think. It's a little heavier and it's big. And I do not like carrying it. Oh, and it's full of scratches. Same, I'm not pressed enough to get a license. I don't make enough for a car down payment and car note. Yeah, I guess in the States it makes sense. Because everything is fucking huge there. And traveling with a car is just much more efficient. Using a car here feels miserable though. A part of me is like, oh yeah, it's luxurious. It's a luxury. But a part of me is like, oh my god, look at that fucking bill. look at what you need to pay for. Like the maintenance. I guess if you're a mechanic, it's not gonna be a huge deal for you, but then you would still need the parts to like, to maintain it. So either way, you're paying. And again, they're expensive, yada yada yada, all that stuff. And driver's license, I think they expire quick, right? I think they expire quick here. Oh, never mind. It lasts for a decade. I guess that changed. But back then it was like it has a short expiration date back then. But I think they extended it now to a decade. Don't they last for like 8 years? I guess I was looking at public transportation. Maybe that's why. But they extended now. Thank God for that. I think there are also other unnecessary stuff that expires for some reason. But I think they're finally changing it now. Oh, and yeah. We applied to like what's this called? Basically for an ID. It's a public provided sort of ID. So it's basically an official government ID. But here's the problem. They only give us papers as a temporary ID. It's ridiculous. Like a state ID, yeah. Getting a license here is quite expensive, and to be honest, I never go out. And if I need to, I can always call up a friend or get some Uber. Yeah, is it worth it? I think people here only get a license just so they can have an ID. I think I've met some people do that. Because again, getting an ID here is ridiculous. There are easy to get valid IDs, but they expire quick. No, same. Before I got my car, I had a paper one. And well, the problem here is that it's taking way too fucking long. This was like, what? A year ago? 2 years ago? Jesus. I mean, at this point, we're not surprised anymore on how slow everything is. But man, my ID look like a mugshot. I look homeless. I look homeless on this goddamn picture, honestly. Oh yeah, I think I was also kind of like, I think this was an app around the afternoon. I'm just like, I was on a ponytail. My hair is messy. I just look like I woke up and didn't get any sleep. Do I have braces here? I'm not sure. I probably have. That's why I was like 10 times more. 10 times more looking stressed. It's not even perfectly framed. I'm off to the side. It's not even centered. Oh well. Well, these are the drawings that we have for now. I ended up not talking about what we're studying. But we are just making sketches, so. This is why I recommend getting a reference. This is not a tutorial at all. This is me just refreshing. Oh yeah, drawing the flesh and the muscle. You're low-key drawing... You're low-key drawing a clothing. Or kind of like drawing clothes. Like for example, if the torso is like bent, super bent like that. The abs are kind of like also folding. Similar to a clothing fold. Doing that. Or producing that type of stuff. It kind of applies on the flesh. Or to the muscles. But not too loose compared to a clothing. And that's it. My picture on the ID is quite funny. My eyes are like pure dark because of bad quality. It looks like those anime scenes when the character are angry and serious. I just look like I'm homeless on that picture. Like I went through 10 divorces or something. And went down the drain. my other ID, my picture there is much more worse. Even my friends are laughing at me. Like I look like the person on the fucking currency or something. Because of how it's printed. My driver licenses make me look like a drunk combo. Oh man. I don't think I've ever had a single good picture on an ID. Like damn. Oh, and the reason why it also looks fugly as shit, they stretched out the picture in order to fit on the 2x2 space or something. So I look wider. I look wider. I look even more fugly as shit. Oh my god, yesterday I went out with my guy friend and he put his hand on my thigh. And it was so funny because I know he thought that it was so smooth and sexy. Did he fail? It gave me desperation and then turned me on. Lamau. I mean, no dude ever touched my thigh. But I do have this friend that sniffs me. People think that it's weird, but to me, they're a homie, so I never think too much of it. And the dude is never really taken that seriously. It's kind of like one of the jokers on the classroom. I guess out of context, it does sound creepy, huh? It doesn't do that to me anymore. Especially that time when we transferred to a new school, so you know, new people, new different kind of people. And when he sniffed me, his new friends basically is like, "Yo, what you doing, bro? Like, yeah, you like that girl?" We do not like each other in that way. We just see ourselves as homies. But now that people pointed that it's weird, it got awkward now. And we never do it ever again. But yeah, I guess people just can't find it. Those type of things that can be platonic, bro. No hetero. Come on. I used to like him, but after he kept getting with his ex and had no substance value during convos. Sniffing is crazy. He told me it was so alpha male. He's not doing it like as a way to be smooth or sexy or whatever. We were like in fucking high school. We were just joking around. And also us checking our drip or something. Like, did you do your laundry? Do you use a cologne? What are you using? Let me know. Is it Bench? What brand is it? It was more like for, you know. We were just joking around, really. And again, this is just like fucking high school. I really don't give a shit about the boys. Nothing more. Like, I remember I have to like name a dude or develop a quote-unquote crush in order to like fit in, because oh, everyone is like talking about crushes. Should I also have a fucking crush? I don't even fucking like anyone here. Like that, as I don't see anyone here romantically. They all feel like siblings to me. Like we all feel like cousins or relatives in that old school. It was a fairly small school, so that's why we felt that way. That's why when we transferred out, you know, in senior high, so everyone is like more mature, everything's different now. And we discovered that a lot of our classmates are like dating each other. And some teachers also are dating each other. We were just like, wow. It was like fucking Alabama or something. Hey Kelly, welcome. Yes, anatomy. I'll pretend I didn't miss ours. I do have a friend that back then, he used to bite me out of nowhere, like my arm and so on. One day I was so pissed off, he kept biting me. I bited him back on the neck. And looking back at it, it was quite a bad idea. People had the wrong idea when I did that, and I left a big word. Actually, we also have that thing. It was around like 10th grade, our last junior high school years. Everyone was biting each other. It was like a strange BDSM phase. I think I talked about this on stream, but we basically have this elastic bands, or hair ties, and we use that to snip or to smack two other classmates. I think it's supposed to be a self-harm thing, disclaimer. But they doing it because haha, they're quirky. Yes, they are stupid. Again, this is like high school. And they're doing it, you know, as a game or play thingy. And they kept doing that to me because I'm pale as shit. And the marks are really, really visible on me. And deadass red marks. I do not know why they do this. We had a lot of phases on that school year also. We were playing Rubik's Cube. This one girl bite the shit out of me. But I'm also biting everyone else. And yes, we are leaving marks on each other. And here's a weird observation. Observation. During around high school. Straight dudes would straight up hump each other. Yeah, straight up hump each other, touch any parts of their body, even look at their dicks. That is the epitome of straight dudes. But if I look, like, for example, my gay friends or something like that, they don't do that type of shit. So, yeah. The straightest people are, like, doing the most gayest shit. Hold up, my lips are getting dry. Let me take a drink actually. And where were we? I lost track. But yeah, 10th grade is crazy, bro. Like, I guess if I take it out of context, it's like, what the fuck is going on? This is so weird. Bro, you just reminded me of another friend. But I just came back to hear about dudes humping. I was talking about Something I noticed about, like, the straightest motherfucker on our classroom. Are you sure they're straight? Humping and riding each other. Yeah, they're straight. And that's the thing. They joke about those shit. But if a genuinely gay person did that to them, they're probably gonna be disgusted. Again, I was like in a Catholic school. I'm not gonna expect too much. 9 times out of 10, probably some of them are homophobic, or most of them are. But nah, they keep humping themselves up. You used to touch my fucking ass out of nowhere. I was always caught by surprise. Yeah, this is actually way too normalized in high school for some reason. Not just dude exclusively. Also girls does this shit. I get it if you're like close or something like that, or you have like, you know, clear boundaries and shit. But don't be doing that randomly, like, goddamn. There are some girls that grab me by the cooch sometimes. This sounds so fucking weird. But yeah, I guess that type of fucking harassment is just, you know, so quote-unquote normalized. And of course they would just, oh, it's just a joke, it's just for the funnies. And of course I didn't think too much of it. I guess to me, I didn't think too much of it. Again, most of my classmates are like my classmates for like 10 years or something. So, again, we were just like a bunch of relatives at that point. It feels like it. Because of how long we've been together. But yeah, out of context, and if it's a stranger that does it to you, that's where it gets fucking off the rails, and definitely not good. And yeah, looking back now, it is kind of fucking weird and low-key problematic. I do call my girlfriends baby, bae, and sexy, etc., but I don't touch them. Same, actually same. And also, I just don't want to touch them. It's not even that one girl that touched me wasn't even a close friend of mine. But I didn't think too much of it. I really don't give a fuck back then. Because I was much more busier with other things. But if it might be like, you know, different person, it might be different for them. Nowadays, whenever I'm walking with a friend on the streets and I'm like leading the way, I felt quite uncomfortable because I think someone's gonna touch my butt. Oof. That's so terrible, man. Yeah, the only time I get to realize, I guess, that this sort of thing is not normal is when, you know, I say to other people, like, for example, you guys, oh, this is what my friend did. And, you know, other people are gonna be like, bruh, that's not normal. And I'm just like, oh. Oh. That type of reaction. And again, it's one of those things that where I just don't know how to react. I really don't know how to react to most situations now that I think about it. And typically I just consider it as like, oh, maybe this is normal. Turns out it isn't. And just because I think it's normal, I'm not gonna fucking do the same shit. An old coworker of mine used to slap my ass every time she sees me. It was out of nowhere. It really is different. If it's like a close friend and it's like, you pretty much don't mind whatever the fuck they do to you, it makes sense. But if it's like someone you're not really too comfortable with just yet, that's where it gets weird and traumatizing. Why is my friend's interaction normal compared to everyone here? I don't do this type of shit to my actual close friends. I respect them too much for that type of shit. And they're really not that type of people. And again, it really depends on what group type, I guess, it is. Because to other, you know, certain groups, you know, type of intimacy is like normal. Like they can be really fucking close, cuddly, and all that shit. And it'll be fine. It's really different for everyone, I guess. I don't really remember anyone slapping my ass. Maybe it's me being skinny. It's a miracle in disguise. But yeah, I don't encourage this fucking behavior though. Only do it to like people that is comfortable with it. But if they're not, don't do it, bro. It ain't good. I hope the steroids make me gain weight. Bro, I tried fucking everything. I tried those, what do you call this? Whatever this protein called. People are probably gonna say, oh, you're supposed to work out in order to take effect. It's not working. It's not working. Yeah, I'm seeing some muscle here and there. It's really fucking subtle though, but I'm not getting any fats. I'm still too skinny. But at the same time, it's really just genetics at its best. My mom and dad are like really skinny, especially my mom. Back then when she was young. She's just as skinny as me. I think I'm much more skinnier though, which is bad. Steroids are never a good use though. I mean, if you're using them recklessly, yeah. It's really just like any other drug, really. I don't want to paint steroids like, oh my god, it's the devil's letters or something like that. It's really not. It's just another drug with, you know, with pros and cons. The cons are just way too alarming, that's for sure. But yeah, it's just one of those things that you consult a doctor first. I have to use them for my eyes? What? Really? Never heard of that. Did you know that you sound like a boy on your class 101 course? I've always heard of that. I'm well aware that I sound like a prepubescent boy going through puberty. I'm not even surprised anymore. And it's just a tone or pitch of my voice. It's definitely lower because I'm lazy. I'm lazy and I just don't like talking in a high-pitched voice. I never tried. I think I tried, but I just sound like an idiot. Or I sound like I was squeezing something. Or I was being squeezed, so it didn't sound comfortable. So yeah. I was prescribed, then it's fine. I never heard anyone being... Never heard of that one though. I have this bad sinus on my eyes and none of the other medication works. So my dog was like, let's do steroids. Yeah, basically, they're like any other drug. There's also this topical steroids thingy. Steroids for the skin, basically. So yeah, it's just like any other drug or medicine there is out there. They only became bad because of people using them recklessly. So people have to like make this sort of PSA of like, oh, don't do steroids, you're gonna look like this. In order to like, I guess make people responsible, but in honesty, they're just fear-mongering. I never heard of styes before, actually. Oh, I think I've seen this before. Fuck. Yeah, I think my aunt had this. And boy, it lasted so long. She didn't go to the doctor for this though. Damn. Oof. I would not wish upon anyone with this. We typically call them like something, like what? Bitten by a cockroach. I don't think it was bitten by a cockroach. But that's what they think, the cause of it. He said people use this for like acne as well. I guess it works for like, really, really bad acne. But thank God I don't have really, really bad acne. I'm talking about face full blown with acne. Like full face and coverage. That face is a nightmare. And I wished I could have gotten some like hormonal pills or whatever sort of drugs or medicine, because they're painful. They're not the worst, because there's like other people who got it worse, like actual like blobs getting out of it, really, really huge bumps, which is... So what I experienced wasn't the worst, but it was bad. I think I also had a friend has to visit a dermatologist because of it. And him being super stressed out wasn't helping it. I remember him having a stressful time around school. So yeah, it was so much factors going on. It doesn't hurt me though, nor does it affect my vision, but it's been like this since mid-November. Oof. So it's more like a nuisance type of thing. It's one of those things that it's not an emergency, obviously, but it's annoying. I want to get it out of me. Just like my mouth ulcers. Thank God it's gone. People will be surprised that I have no more acne on my face at all. I don't even know if people still have acne at 20. Oh, there are people. No matter how old you are, I think you will still have them. It's really, I think it's a lot of factors actually, but most of it is hormones for the most part. I hate acne so much. I have tried some stuff already, but it never works. Not even on long term, like 4 to 8 months using it. Nowadays, I just accept it. I have been caring less about my appearance. Let's go. To my condition, it definitely improved. And the reason why it finally dialed down for a bit, because back then it was so bad. It was way too many. And it dialed down a bit because I stopped drinking milk. This is really a myth, I think. Like, if you drink dairy, it's gonna cause acne. But people think that it's not true because there's no evidence, yada yada yada. But to my experience, when I stopped drinking milk, my acne dialed down for a bit. Like, it's finally, I still have acne, but they're much more less in comparison to back then. So I'm just like, fuck, I can't drink dairy anymore. So it's just a lot of work, really. It's hormones, your fucking diet, skincare routine. It's just a lot of work, really. And yes, acne is completely normal, by the way. But the effort to try to get rid of them is insane. It's either genetic lottery or not. He also told me that if it keeps pushing on my eye, it can fuck up my vision. Oof. Yeah, I think it's much more worth to get treatment for that one. Because I remember contacting my dentist, but at the same time, I don't really want to spend for ointment because I know they're gonna be expensive as shit. But they were getting really, really, intrusive. And it's on my throat, so I really couldn't eat properly. Or my experience on eating is much more worse. And I'm already having a hard time on eating. And the fact that it's much more uncomfortable now is just, it's insane. It's annoying. I think I need a bigger canvas for this next pose I'm thinking about. Hold up. But yeah, the journey to getting rid of acne is insane. I'm using like oil, moisturizer, whatever bar soap that is like good for my skin. What else? Sunscreen. It improved. There's definitely less acne now. But they're still there, so it's not perfect skin. But at this point, I just don't care anymore. I don't even fucking go outside. The only good thing I got out of my genetics is my hair, I believe. Everyone compliments it when they see, but I have never understood why. I do get compliments with my hair also. But recently, I think my hair gotten worse. And I think the only reason why they complimented it back then, it was like, I use zero, what do you call this? Sort of products to like anything that is straightening or maybe even curling it. Those type of formulas. Basically just shampoo, conditioner. So I guess it's pretty natural looking. And I have the most boring straight ass hair back then as a kid. So, puberty happened. So my hair went through a lot of phases. Getting cut really short, getting curled, and what else? Getting cut again. And now I'm experiencing hair fall and my hair looks shittier now. But I'm gonna stop bullshitting my hair. I do want to get it bleached or have a few strands colored or something like that. But then I look to the condition of my hair and seeing a huge portion or chunks of hair falling out, I feel like I'm balding. So maybe I'm like, let's stop for a bit. I think our hair is going through enough. So, long story short, I ruined my hair. I guess people would count me having fast metabolism as a good thing. I really don't count it as good. It's really fine. More than it's okay, but a part of me prefers to have like at least some meat on me. I don't think I'm experiencing any, what do you call this? Any sort of hyperthyroidism or anything that is causing my metabolism to go haywire. I think it's just nothing more but a genetic thing. And maybe me also not eating a lot. When I cut my hair so bad. I'm on the opposite now. I don't want to cut my hair anymore because of the because of how bad my hair condition is like going. I basically have this baby hair, a lot of it, a lot of baby strands, which is doesn't look good, that's for sure. And I kind of low-key want my long hair back for my feminine phase. Like, I always have this dream scenario of me dressing really hyper feminine. I don't dress up really feminine, by the way. Dresses, skirts, never know her, bro. But I always have this dream scenario of going to a club, hyper feminine clothing, and then talking to someone in the most deepest voice day. I feel like I was balding when I was 20, but then the hair drop stopped at 22, which made me feel at ease when I learned that it was normal. Yeah, there's like hair cycles, I think. There's a phase where your hair is just self-destructing, apparently. Going deforestation on itself. So one day I used my mom's hair treatment cream, and man, after some day my hair started to fall like crazy. Oof, bruh. God damn. That is a bad product. I shed like a dog. Actually, same. I lose hundreds of fucking hair, bro. I guess this is normal when you have longer hair. When I had shorter hair, I didn't experience this at all. But now that I'm letting my hair grow longer, it's just fucking deforesting itself. Like, why? Time to pass out for 10 minutes and then come back. Well, thanks for coming back, my dude. I had long hair once and it's so bad. You're gonna have to do so much caring to it or else it's gonna look bad. I hated it so much that once I got the chance, I shaved my head completely. It was quite funny time since I surprised all my friends. I mean, when I did also cut my hair, and it was like the time when I have really long ass fucking hair. It was like covering or around the chest area, that type of length. And when I got it really short, like not super short, but at least this short, my head felt so much lighter. I support shaving your hand. It's iconic. I also have this thought. I also wanted to try it out. Like, I wanted to feel like the roots of my head to feel the breeze, bro. I want to know the feeling. I want to know what it's like to feel the breeze of a naked head. It's one of those things that you probably do, you know, maybe for a couple of days. But then once you have like I guess a few moments or seconds, maybe a week or two, the realization strikes in. It's like post-nut clarity. Like, oh my god, I shaved my head. I can finally feel the breeze. And then you're like, oh my god, I shaved my head. The realization started to sit. It's finally seeing that. But I still do want to like know the feeling of it. Because this, you know, the country I'm in, humidity is like insane. It can get insane here. So it's one of those things that I just want to know how it feels like. Using headsets became quite weird when you go bald. Yeah, you can basically feel the stuff that you can't feel back then. Like wearing a hat. It's kind of like man. All I remember is just Aang, or that one scene in Legend of Korra. The reason why they shave their head is like to feel everything, right? Which is pretty logical, honestly. I want to remember my mom's shaved head. She literally had a butt crack behind her head. Oh yeah, that's a thing that I'm worried about though when shaving your head. What if we have a weird head shape? What if I have a weird ass fucking head shape? Like I have the fucking King Tut head shape. Like I do remember looking like a pineapple though. I was a baby, so those were the only days where I get to have like a really, really short hair or bald, bald shaved head. I do have like this sort of pineapple fucking hairstyle. And I always find that picture of me funny. Like, god damn, I want that printed. I used to be a pineapple. Now I sound like that deep voice lady from Shrek 2 to 3. Who was that character? Karen? Right. Brenda? Was it Brenda? I actually don't know. I'm just I'm just saying random fucking names. Doris! There we go. I'm just saying random as fucking names. Come on, Doris was cool, bro. What do you mean? And I guess if you have like back with the shaved head. If you have like a shaved head, you can just buy wigs if you want to change your style, I guess, in a way to like if you want to have like a different style. Nowhere near close. I had no idea where I picked up that Brenda. I don't remember names, alright? I'm very terrible remembering names. If I get old, I feel like I would either die from diabetes or from dementia. Because me drinking Coke every day is not good. Uh, I just realized I didn't do the construction thingy again. Let's redo this. As the post was looking way too basic and similar to the others. Burped. Oh, it's already 3 o'clock. It's almost 4. What the heck? Oh, no, I must end the stream soon. But I'm not done. I'm not finished. Let me just get this. Let me just get this thing down, and I'll get back to you guys. Is this a tad bit difficult pose, I guess? Mom hated being bald. She had to survive the cancer. Oof. Hope she's doing well. Same though. My memory is so fucked. I'm surprised the Chainsaw Man creator didn't repost your animation this time, like he did for that one drawing of yours. I actually don't know if that was him. And also that was like a work in progress. That I'm still not finishing. And also, before the anime was released, or before the anime was ever a thing, a lot of animators were animating a lot of basically Chainsaw Man related stuff. I guess it's the way of them doing you know, to get hired by MAPPA or something, or some studios to promote themselves, or to get noticed by a studio or producer. Oh, don't worry, my mom's surviving. And it was 10 years ago. Let's go. Big win for mom. But yeah, I remember it's so like fan animations were just left and right. Because obviously MAPPA is gonna be hiring, you know, for new releases and stuff. So that's what the animators do. And a lot of animators is actually hired through Twitter for some reason. But I guess it's because of a lot of Japanese people are actually using Twitter. Oh yeah, I remember that phase. I used to see new Chainsaw Man animation every week on Twitter. Yeah, it was everywhere. Everyone was doing it. It was really good though. Get to see new animators and really cool stuff too. I didn't get into the bandwagon though, unfortunately. I think it was the phase of me just not animating too much. I feel like if you're a good animator, then there is always a job for you though. Through Twitter, I feel like they could always use a new animator. Yeah, pretty much. The anime industry is always in need of animators. But then most of most of most of them are, you know, freelancers typically. Again, don't really have in-house experience. And this is again one of the things also that I'm kind of hesitant on why I didn't go straight into the industry, I guess. Or straight into like to go maybe find a what do you call this? Find a job or get a land or land to a job that is anime related, because what do you call this, proper way of doing it, or what do you call this, the way they animate basically is definitely not the same on not the same way of what methods I'm using. It's there, the principles are there, but you have to know like timesheets, filling those things up, how to label things, you know, a whole new space basically to learn more about. You may know how to animate, and that's pretty much good to them, but if you don't know how to draw, again, animating and drawing are like two different skills. And I think the anime industry feels like they need those who can draw instead of those who can animate. Because I've seen some studios here It doesn't matter if you don't know how to animate. I'd imagine they approach you with, hey, do you want to come work on Boruto? Exciting, right? You'll be paid in peanuts. But at the least you can say you worked on Boruto. I'd rather not. In fact, I never really even imagined myself being in the art industry. Like, the course that I've taken is literally IT. I thought I was gonna be one of those, you know, any office working job ever. Maybe software development or anything tech related, really. Like, deadass, I never expected or even dreamed. Not really dreamed, or more like goal oriented. So yeah, everything is a surprise to me at this point. I've read that the industry is suffering because they crunch the hell out of them and then expect the Chinese studios to fill the spaces up. And then when those studios aren't available, they delay the episodes. I don't even know if it's possible to delay the episodes. They tend to just rush it. I don't speak of Boruto. How is Boruto still playing when they ran out of material to work with? Oh, you know what Naruto and Boruto are known for, and it's fillers. It's their expertise. But yeah, this is why you also kind of see that there's a lot of studios. Maybe not really only exclusive to Japan. It's all around across the world, really. There's a lot of animation studios, but nothing is really changing, right? You know, the pay is still shit. There are some studios that does pay good, or decent, or just good studios in general. But a lot of this stuff is still outsourced. I mean, I'm talking about Isekai Ochi-san. Oof. Oh, it got delayed? Oof. But yeah, it's also a deadline thingy. Some studios, you know, obviously, if it's in a time crunch, they're not gonna be accepting it. They're not gonna be risking themselves for that type of responsibility. Bruh, how does Boruto have 289 episodes? Is 95% of it really just filler? I don't even watch Boruto anymore. After the pain arc in Naruto Shippuden, I barely remember anything at all after that. And all I remember is like, I don't know, Sasuke fighting someone, them finally coming together to fight a god that I really have no idea where it came from. This Madara incident that made me come back to it, but then I forgot about it instantly because of how things are escalating. I'm proud to say that I've never seen a single episode of Boruto. I honestly only seen one scene. I think it's a fighting scene, obviously. It's because of the... And again, I just watched it because of the animation. And I think it's... Yeah, it was also animated by an animator that I liked, so... Or that I followed. So yeah. Never seen an episode of it. Apart from the animation, some animation, you know, where the budget hits, stuff like that. Hold up, I need to place this somewhere else. But I don't know where. You sit there for a bit. And it's just not my... It's not the type of anime I watch, really. Again, I'm very picky when it comes to watching anime now. I don't watch every single thing anymore compared to back then. I only watch like genres that I do enjoy mostly. That's why you only see me watching watching slice of life anime. I fell asleep. What did I miss? You didn't miss too much. We were just slandering Boruto. I don't even... I have never heard or seen someone talk about Boruto liking the show or liking Boruto. I don't see anyone talking or expressing what they like about it. Or maybe I'm so detached from that section of their fandom or never witnessed them anywhere. So that's why I'm so unaware of it. As you all should, music to my ears. But for real, I've never seen someone expressing that they are liking or enjoying Boruto. And if you are, please do tell. Because I've never seen someone talk about it. Heck, I don't even see anyone talk about the manga in the positive light. Most of the people I've seen talking about it, they just acknowledge that it exists and that's it. Boruto art is so ugly. Yeah, people. I've seen people roasting it. I think it's a different artist that is making it now. I think it's not Kishimoto. Was it Kishimoto? God, I'm butchering names again. Probably saying the wrong ass name again. I mean the Boruto manga art. Yeah, I've seen people slandering it. I was planning to like color the sections or parts of this, but we got no time, unfortunately. I guess I'll just put that process up on Patreon instead. Yeah, it is a different artist, and it's one of Kishimoto's assistants. Yeah, he's not doing the art anymore. He's just doing the writing, and that's pretty much it. But honestly, I'm so detached of that franchise now. Like, I just do not care anymore. And apparently he had only 1 year of experience before working on the manga. And he literally cannot draw Sasuke. His Sasuke is so ugly, no joke. Oh man. I haven't seen it, but because I only seen one bad picture. Like one bad manga panel. Let me try to search one. Boruto manga Sasuke. I also don't understand how people like Sasuke. I'm talking about the old Sasuke, by the way. Like, crushing on someone or something like that. I do not understand. Is this it? I thought this was Sai at the moment. I mean, I know they look quite similar, but damn. I remember all of the Sasuke fangirls in middle school. I don't get it though. Like, why? I guess, I guess they have no choice. It's literally the choices are Naruto and just him, but not. The voice actor of Chan Sasuke was so good here in Brazil. Oh yeah, I've seen like uh dubs comparison like in different countries and shit like that. But I don't think I remember. I remember yeah, I don't remember the dub version for the Naruto one. Send you one panel of Sasuke in Discord. Hold up, let me check. I don't have my Discord open, so. Okay, I'm gonna do coloring off stream instead, so only silhouettes here, unfortunately. Silhouettes for now. Where's my Discord? What the heck? Oh yeah, I saw this one. It's so man, it looks so different from the anime. The difference is 9 day. But enough of that slander. Let's what time is it? Okay, it's 4 o'clock. Okay, no more drawing. Unfortunately, I have to stop right there. I'll only be doing the rest of the coloring section. It's not even rendering, really. It's not really a huge or complicated way of coloring. It's just me sectioning parts of like where's the abs, where's the wrist, and part of those stuff. I guess I'll just pre-record that for Patreon. Because it's not really super late, but it's getting late for me. I don't really draw past 6 p.m. Or maybe I can play a game here on stream. Since we're already done. We're already done on the drawing part. 'Cause I do want to play some Wild Rift. But I hope you guys enjoy this study. And that's enough drawing. Time for breaks. Time for chill time. Oh yeah, I also remember speaking about voice acting and like dubs and shit. I've heard that the Super Mario movie where Chris Pratt was the one voicing I've heard that the dubs, I forgot which country it was. I don't know if it was Brazil or Mexico. Mexican. And the Mario dub was on point. It's so much more better. Try to make a bra face to match your face and see that's Sasuke. I don't have bangs though. ICQ gameplay. I can't screen share this though. I can try to show it on my webcam. But it's chill time now. Enough drawing. Time for fun and suffering. I only play Wild Rift and that's it. But this is very unhealthy for me. Again, once I start or go for one game, and it's not even an enjoyable game. It's not even a satisfying fucking game. That's for damn sure. But I'm addicted. I think Chris Pratt is being unfairly judged a little because everyone is now adjusted to his voice. But he needs to put more effort in his work. I mean, let's be for real here. He's an actor, not a voice actor. People think there's no difference when it comes to the two, but actually there is. There is a difference. And the difference is, you know, when it comes to acting, they're not really just acting with their voice. They're more acting with their, you know, face, with their features, rather than the voice. But when it comes to voice actor or voice acting, that's where it gets, you know, gets more specific. Or a little bit more restricting, I guess. To be more specific. It's much more restricting. You're only using your voice. It's not really necessary for you to have like the facial expressions and stuff like that. That's why voice acting and acting is different. Yes, they can kinda... It is possible for like... for example, someone in acting to be good in voice acting. Although that is very rare. Should I change my tags? Are we actually gonna play a game on screen? Does it even work? Do you guys even see this shit? What do you think of the Invincible Season 2 trailer animation? I don't know why it looks a little weird. There's already a trailer? I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I mean, the first season, I really have low expectation. Like, I'm not expecting good shit animation. Yeah, I wasn't expecting any sort of good animation. I was only there because of the story. But yeah, the animation was decent. Good enough, basically. There are moments where it's really good, but most of it is just decent. Oh, I just remember. The internet is bad here. I can't play. God damn. I mean, I guess we'll go for 1 ARAM. So it's not too serious. I'm gonna lag like crazy though. I'm not laggy on my laptop because, you know, it's Ethernet. But this is just my tablet, so internet is so bad here. But I didn't know there's a... I didn't know there's a season 2. Are you sure this is an actual trailer? Oh, is it a teaser? I'll watch it later. Mobile game stream, let's go. Let me actually change the view. If it looks... I think it looks terrible though. Yeah, you can see how fucking blown that is. But let's try. Let's try one game. I haven't played Rank yet. I don't even play that much Rank. Guess I'll go for Senna. I don't think I should play... I mean, I don't even take Rank that seriously. It's like... so much events. Only play Aram and we be happy when it's stream for me. This is so not planned. Let me actually change the tags now. And I'm gonna play terribly because this is like what, the first time I'm playing this shit on stream. Doesn't look terrible, you can see it clear. I mean, you don't even need to see clear in this game. I'm just gonna be fooling around either. I'm only gonna play once and I'll be ending the stream. Did I zoom this in? I feel like I should zoom this in. Oh yeah, we're on that poor 120. That crunchy quality. Play Don't Starve, Die the Bees. I don't know if my laptop can handle it. Because I remember playing Hades and that was laggy as shit. I don't know if I can run it. I should really upgrade. I wish they get released here. Oh shit, is Wild Rift not available yet to other regions? Yeah, current network delays. I mean, if I remember winning. playing Nautilus on like 200 pumpkin ping. Oh yeah, we're on 200 ping, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. The pressure of a stream, good excuse. Okay, we're on stream, 200 ping. I'm not gonna play rank. I'm merciful enough to do that. And we're just goofing around. Trying things out. Yeah? Damn, it's not released yet? I mean, it's better than Mobile Legends, I'll give it that. I don't want to play any of this. Oh, let's go Nautilus. Okay, I'm on 200 ping, but I'm playing Nautilus, so that's fine. I refuse to play the Wind Brothers. I think we don't have ADCs. We don't have ADCs. Watch me lose on stream. I think I'm also on the lose strike here. Oh well. Oh yeah, 240 fee. Goodness. The US military shot down the Chinese spy balloon. That is so bizarre. Way to spy on the US. I swear, everything that China is doing, the US think that it is like a way of them spying. Like, why a balloon? I get that it's not that suspicious, cause it's a balloon. But, oh god, I need to be on the side, aren't I? I'm not also gonna play well. I really don't play that much here on my tablet. But anyway. Enough excuses, time for us to end. I mean, the balloon has a camera on it. But what are they gonna get? That's what I'm always wondering. Like, you're spying. Okay. But then... This is why I don't like playing here. What are you really getting? What kind of information are you really getting? It reminds me the Huawei Google Play thingy controversy. Oh wait. Oh, that was a blue push. I'm dead. Apparently the balloon was flying over a military base. I guess that makes sense. Aren't balloons typically used for weather though? I guess that's a reason why they go for the balloon. Oh. And I'm getting CC'd. I upgraded the wrong thing. Please kill them. Okay, that was the wrong one. But damn, a balloon with a 30 million camera to spy for like 5 hours to be shot down. Oh man. Oh, hold up. I don't know what to build. Was it many? Because I'm only thinking it was just one fucking balloon. And that's it. And I disconnected. But yeah, was it one balloon? I guess if it was a lot, then that makes sense. It was just one balloon, bruh. For real? Oh shit. Then that's just so funny, bro. If it was a lot, then I get it. But it no, that's so funny. I am so dead. I am still dead. I literally have no mana. Not only that, the balloon looks very sussy. I only seen a really bad quality picture of it. Like it was just a white, yeah, a white, a white balloon, and that's it. I didn't even see the cameras. I didn't read too much of the news. I only just saw it. Yeah, I only just saw a glance of it. Is everyone dead? Okay, everyone's dead. And I got nobody to wait. They flashed this guy. I got a Khalid. LOL looks so difficult on a tablet. I have small hands. That's the problem. If you have big hands, I guess it's fine. But I got small hands. It might be beneficial though, because you have more screen estate. But to me, nah, I have small hands. That's why I'm having difficulty reaching shit. Oh, that's so bad. Oh man, she. I couldn't save her there. I don't think I should ult. My load that character. It's Nautilus, of course it's But yeah, if you're looking for attack speed, don't. I'm dead. But for CC and shit, that's good enough for me. I've seen people build AP with this. With Nautilus, I've never tried that. I don't think I would dare. Oh, shit. Someone's building... Veigar as a tank. Oh, never mind, it's not. They already ran. Oh, this is going well, which never happens. Oh my god, where is she? Oh, that was a bad ult. I think his auto can CC, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's slow as shit. He chunky. I've been playing Jhin support recently, it's a very fun pick. Yeah, here's the thing, ADC as an ADC doesn't feel good to play as an ADC. That's a bad ult for me. Oh my god, where's he going? Never mind. I'm bad. That's... I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm retreating. Exhaust someone. Okay, I can talk now. I play ADC characters on every role except ADC. The only ADC I've enjoyed playing was Ezreal. And he doesn't even feel good as an ADC. Or the role as an ADC. They feel much more better as like fucking support or something. Gim. Like, I think there's this meme where the top laners are going to bot lane, and then bot lane is going to top. Because that is just how bad it is. Like, the top laners are now the top laners. Or bot laners. I swear to god. Oh, this is always good. They couldn't also buff. They couldn't buff like ADC items either because other, other champs are abusing it. But the MOMA version is different. It's so much more snowbally here. Like you have to end this shit immediately. I mean, I'm only playing Aram, but you have to like. Hope it's on me for some reason. I exhausted the wrong person. Oh my god. I'm dead. Is there still someone alive? Nah, let's end. And I'm disconnecting. Great game. Great game. I'm disconnecting by then. I think this happened since a decade ago. I remember back then, Raven Top being something and Mordecai ADC being broken because of Dragon. Oof, they didn't worry. How would Aphelios even work on... I can't imagine Aphelios working on mobile. My brother was streaming at you for being a Peter. Then again, I was being called a Peter before. I mean, what can I do? I'm the tank. Of course I'm bound to die. But like me. Yeah, everyone played well. That's enough. Because if I continue, I'm gonna be here by the next morning. So that's enough. How many times did I die? And it's also Aram. I really don't mind dying that much. Thresh. Oh yeah, I also stopped playing Thresh. He feels like shit to play. Back then I did enjoy playing him, but now he just feels like shit. Which is a shame. It doesn't feel too good to like play anymore. Heck, I didn't even... I think the only role I haven't played on here is jungle. I don't play jungle very well, but it's good enough that I get objectives, which nobody fucking gets here. It's the most important thing here because it's so snowbally, but nobody gets it. I think I was only to kill one person. Stop playing LOL, which is only one game. Yeah. Actually, the original role that I was going for back then was ADC. Yeah, you can see my most played, like, Ashe, Kai'Sa, Caitlyn. Caitlyn doesn't feel good to play here for some reason. Caitlyn feels like a support. Caitlyn feels like a support. Like, I remember playing, or, we won a game where I was like, I ended up being the support. Because my supposed support, was a Teemo. Of course, Teemo was like doing more damage than me by mid game and late game, because Caitlyn is just useless around that time. But here, the only ADC is like the strongest is Tristana. Like you can just be brain dead and just oh no. But again, the state of the game is so different from PC to mobile. It's so snowbally here. Do I recommend it? No. But anyways, you guys, that's enough for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We had one game and was able to draw a few studies over here. I was focusing on the torso. But I hope you guys had a great time. Perhaps was able to chill with me also. And all that stuff. But that's enough for me today, you guys. Have you copied this? Oh yeah, I'll be posting this on Discord and Patreon. I also need to color this later, but that's off stream now. But that's for it for me today. I don't know how to English. That's bye bye. It's already 5 o'clock, so yeah. Bye bye. Hope you guys have a great day, great time, and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys next time. Yeah. Bye bye.